Um, um, so, wait a minute, I need to do something. Play video games. Um, so guys, um, is the stream on, guys? Is the stream on? Yes, it's on. So today we're doing like Singapore. I think it's like in Asia or something. I'm kidding. I know where it is. I'm not that bad at life. Maybe I am. Nobody knows. Maybe I know. Maybe I don't. What I know is my pace is absolutely excellent, and there will be no corner cuts whatsoever, or no penalties. Yeah, no penalties whatsoever. Nope, zero. I mean, that's so fucking dumb. Why do I do this? I mean, the stream, the photos. Can I like edit this thing? Yes, image slideshow. Yes. Okay, but don't want scroll. Yes. Now it's fine. Now it's perfect. No issues whatsoever. So today we'll have like 10 people in the race since I don't know, everybody's scared because I don't know, because they found my YouTube channels and saw my place and they got so afraid they just decided to leave. Yeah, that's the reason. I no need to like to discuss this. I mean, imagine thinking that I would like try to like, oh damn, that's a throwback. Yeah, that's the main like from the league, because back like last year there were some serious issues in I mean with a desync, as if there weren't any issues whatsoever, like now ever. No issues at all here in this game. The game is perfect, has no bugs or like anything that could make it I don't know, impossible to play online or something. There were no such problems. No. It's a shame there aren't any like reserves or something. I thought that reserves are here to step in when the main drivers aren't driving, but apparently no. Apparently no, it's just no. I don't even know how many reserves we have. Oh, we have 7 reserves and only one of them decided to show up. I'm not saying anything, but if you like a reserve driver, I mean, then you. Now that I think about it, I don't know. It is just like disappointing that there aren't any drivers. But I get it, people have stuff to do. I've got stuff to do as well, you know, I have to write an essay for like Saturday. But yeah, I mean, this takes precedence. This is the more important stuff here. I will write it. I'll like try to continue because I've begun it like 2 weeks ago, and now I'll continue and then try to finish it. Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I don't remember how the rules look in PSGL regarding the scores, but I think the points are different. There's so little people. So few people, so little people. Don't remember. But yeah, that is kind of the case. I'm looking at the Discord and I'm seeing that some people want to like join the F3 race. But apparently the race is already like 20 minutes in, so you won't be joining F3, but you might be joining F2. I mean, that would be incredible, imagine. 1 second off the pace, probably. Stop sending me invites, I'm in. Like, imagine. Have I ever not joined? Now I'm thinking about it. Do you get points when you DNF? I think you do, unfortunately. Holy shit, who's that? There's a guy streaming. I don't know who he is, but he's like streaming or something. Oh my, I really I really don't envy the commentators today. We've got only 10 people. Must be tough for them to commentate on the race, which like has literally half of like the normal amount of drivers. Yeah. I hope I won't embarrass myself though. That's the most important thing. Since there's a lot more eyes looking at you, even if it's not that much actually. Because I think this league had like 50 viewers. No, I mean not this league, this tier on the channel. 50 viewers, just like decent. Actually pretty good, actually decent. Maybe we get merged with F5. No, F5 is on another day, I think. On another day. That's right. Hell yeah. Yes, hell yeah. Judge me now. Let's see what's going on, because we were supposed to... Okay, sorry for being quiet, but there's some talk in the chat about what will we do about this race, because people want to do a shorter one, because it's not like it's going to be exciting or entertaining, since there's half as many people. There's a high chance of like there being just one driver every 5 seconds, you know, every driver a 5-second gap to the car ahead and behind, and it's just a boring bore fest of a bore unless someone crashes out. Yeah. What's 9 plus 10? 21, you stupid. Haha. Get that joke? Oh yeah, another thing. Apparently we will have to reset the game after quali, because the game's proper man. Not right, but at her schreiben. And you just can't like play the game. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, imagine I don't understand why I paid $60 for it. Well, actually, I paid $250, but who cares? Not me. Fine. I mean, I do, but because I actually paid for it. But I'm terrible at speaking, I think. So, we're racing. Hold. I mean, no way. Actually, no way. Like, how is that even possible? That we actually like participate in racing? I hope it's raining all the race, so we've got to sit there for 2 hours. That would be great. Oh, there won't be a stream because there's no people apparently, which is, I mean, what did you expect? Do you want, in like, even usually, like, there's not much attention given to the lower leagues apart from the first and maybe the second one. So what would the viewership be like when there's only 10 people racing? I think that's a very understandable decision. No rain. How on earth is that fair? Like, imagine just 0 rain in the race. Look at this. 14%, more like I don't know, something. Is there rain in quali though? I don't want to be caught out in difficult conditions. Show me the... Oh, you won't show me, of course you want, you stupid little game. Not little, it's quite large actually, because it costs 60 bloody rubles, not rubles, that would be in pence. So 60 bloody dollars. Soft, medium, medium, soft, soft, medium, soft, medium. Oh no, I loaded the monitor. No, I loaded the monitor setup. What am I going to do, dear god? I've made such a mistake in this high bloody pressure situation. That is absolutely terrible. I am absolutely getting in the bloody bin now. Also guys, can you hear this? You probably never heard of it before on my stream, because first of all you weren't even there, but second of all because it's so quiet. You would never actually hear the clicking of my steering wheel. No, never, not possible. So oh yeah, I'm supposed to do like actually put in some effort in this quali and shit. How? Why? Oh dude, I'm so terribly sorry. So did you know that the only practice I put in for this race was like 40 minutes of partly wet, partly dry running in time trial? So that's and I didn't drive like since the last league race I've done, because I'm in this terrible like situation that I can't convince myself to go and play like video games because I've got stuff to do, but I never get that stuff done because I sit like for 6 hours on YouTube. It's absolutely terrible and I hate doing that, but I just can't control it. I mean, I think I kind of can, but I actually cannot. Look at this excellent exit. Holy shit, saved by the game.
Put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Oh my, actually put in a lap that was about as fast as, I mean, within 1 second of the lap I did in time trial. I mean, that's a right proper stellar effort, splendid stuff. Yeah, that. I sure hope somebody doesn't put in a 34 or something. That would be terrible and would be very unlikely too, so there's actually no worry, since these kinds of laps are not possible in this level, in this tier, because it's just too fast.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Oh yeah, 60 kilometers per hour too, so definitely won't forget the speed limiter. No, it is never going to happen. Yo, look at my gloves. Those are nice, aren't they? Look at the card on the left. Look at that signature. Who do you think who wrote it, yeah? Who's the signature? Well, to whom the signature belongs to. Where are the laps? Guys?
When you're ready, let's go.
By the way, did you know that I never get stressed in league racing, like at all? I never like feel any pressure. He's not even on a lap. I just despise how we can't even get, how we can't know whether the car behind is on a lap or not. You can't ask the engineer, nobody can tell us, like, it's one of the more important features in, like, semi-simulation racing games. Need to know
We have 2 laps
the person behind you is on a fast lap or not. That's so kind of him. Oh dear.
Their best lap time is a 1 minute 37.6. That looked bad.
You're serious?
All right. Let me know you're all right.
I really just crashed out of my in-lap. Well. Maybe I'll take a look at my homework. Okay. Oh yeah, that is really like breaking my head. Not head, my brain. Reading stuff in Polish and trying to say stuff in English at the same time. It's not a terrible problem. Oh yeah, there's the 4 times quicker lap. As I expected. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yo, Inters. Did you know, Mr. KTF Fass, that you cannot use intermediate tires on the in qualifying unless the weather requires you to do so? Or yeah, did you know Inters are only allowed in the highest tier, so you are getting banned, mate. Sorry, not sorry. Hon. But I think actually that is kind of true. Guys, the rulebook, go get it. I'm getting the rulebook. And I'm getting that guy out of here. He's clearly cheating and he's benefiting substantially from whatever he's doing. We'll be looking at... Oh, yeah. Let's look at him. He's good at driving. I should kind of like show the data. I don't know. Looks clean. Looks like he can drive. Yeah, definitely he can drive. Still behind me by 25 tenths, thousandths. Clearly I am the better driver. Ignore the tire. You can't see that. No, ignore that. Hold on. Clearly you cannot. Oh yeah, I should like watch the guy. I hate the sectors and how they choose to show them. Like right here they show 103 like 0.1. Yeah. So you'd watch that and think, okay, yeah. I mean that he just messed up. I am somehow third now, so yeah. But let's just see the lap. 2, 3, 4, 5 point. Yeah, he would have beat me on mediums. That just shows how bad I am and good I'm. Yeah. I just. Oh, he almost crashed. Did you see that, guys? Can you believe those types of drives are actually in this tier of motorsport? Like, I was expecting the highest tier of motorsport and some quality, and now it's absolutely bloody nothing, man. What on earth was that? Like, actually, can somebody explain that to me? It's impossible for me to believe that such terrible driving can exist in this Formula 1 racing game 2021 series. Terrible, utterly terrible and unsplendid. Yes, I said unsplendid. That's me. I am talking in brilliant English. I should stop about talking about my English. That's quite not funny, I think. Guys, don't pick. Why did I say that? I'm so dumb. How are you supposed to pick in bloody... I mean, I could, if you're ready, you just put your nose. 3 laps of fuel. You're crazy, you're mad, you're crazy. I'll just put in like this amount. I think should be enough. Yeah. This and that. Okay, that actually looks terrible. Should I risk it and put on one click of the arrow on the front? Nah, stretching it to lap 24. Yeah, that's my plan. Okay, we're actually going to do the formation lap. Let's see the quality of me tires. Terrible. Guys, we didn't actually restart before start of the race. So I guess this race is invalid now. So as you can see here, I'm the specialist in in the rulebook, and that obviously means everybody will get disqualified from the championship and I win because I am the only one apparently who plays by the rules. I am so good.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Guys, the rear. Smelt them. Smelt the rear tires. We don't need them anymore. Hey guys, come back. Look at me passing second place on the way. I mean, oh, I thought I would actually pass him. Damn. That's disappointing, you know? So you know, it's like Q3, but it's R3 because it's race 3, so it's top 3, get it? Top 10 I mean. And we are all balled out for 16 points, I think. Yeah, that's about right, I think. Yeah, you get 16 points. What happened? Why did he retire already? That would do any good for me tires. I think.
Okay, DRS is now available.
So I can't keep up with him on softs. I mean, that says everything you need to know about my pace. I don't know how that wide moment happened.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Oh dear.
Green flag.
Time to have some fun on our own.
Exit now. We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy. Front is 2.4 seconds.
Don't look at that. That was a perfect Perfect first 3 turns. I mean, there was nothing wrong in my execution of the racing line. Oh, come on!
Okay, gap ahead is 2.8 seconds. You've moved into P7. You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
That could be for damage. The pit stop AM made.
Caution, caution. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part.
Oh
of the
dear,
track.
why is he on
They'll take you through the yellow flags.
Inters?
Okay, clear.
The race was going well for him. And now he's in hell, I guess.
Gap to car in front is 3.0 seconds. Gap to the car ahead is 2.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:40.1. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race. Front is 1.9 seconds.
Not great. Oh, come on!
Time penalty for that last incident.
That was a millimeter off. Robbed once again. It's getting quite ordinary at this point.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Oh come on, I ran wide and lost time. Damage.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
I ask about the vehicle condition, not my tires. You are fucking dense, Jeff.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Guys, the win, go change it.
Release, release. Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
That felt like a cut and it wasn't. That corner is so weird. Everywhere else I feel like I have more grip. And then when I come to that corner and try to check that grip out, it's not there.
Okay, gap ahead is 11.4 seconds. front is 8.9 seconds.
Yeah, fuck off game. Oh my fucking god, what was that line? What's that bot doing? I'm just tired of this track, of these penalties, of cutting the corner once and not getting a warning and cutting it. Like, in a very similar manner and then getting a warning. It's tiring. And I spit on this fucking game. So terrible sometimes. I just want to enjoy driving, not fucking suffer through it. Cause that's how it feels now. Guys, look, a new fucking game. You can pay $250,000 to get it. It's so great. It's trash. Don't buy it. If you think about buying it at the price that it's at in the Steam shop or whatever on Steam, you're irresponsible with your money, I think. You cannot buy the game in whatever state it will be, because I know it will be at the same state as it was in 2020 and 21, which was bugged and lacking content. We had to wait till bloody... what was it? I think it was till bloody... We had to wait till bloody February till we get all our tracks. All the tracks that we... That... You know, is... You know, each and every one of the tracks is a major aspect of a racing game, you know. When you think of a racing game, what's the things that you think about? You think about the cars, you think about the tracks. Right? So if you cannot add both, even because F1 because of the F2 thing, but if you cannot get 3 tracks of a 23 race calendar, if you can't get race tracks which are there in real life but you can't get them in the game, then it doesn't deserve the enormous bloody price it has. Like, let me look at Steam. Let me look at it. 269 Polish currency. Yeah. And you know what they have? You have and you can even buy the fucking premium edition or some other like thing or whatever that is. You get some bloody probably really meh really mediocre cosmetics, some bloody random ass pit coins which are mandatory to get anything like of value from the bloody podium pass or whatever it's called. Because if you look at the podium pass, like for the last two months, I think, because it's every month or something, last 2 podium passes things, yeah, they were completely trash if you tried to like play for free. No, you paid $269, well, not dollars, but you paid 269 Polish currency, which is like, you know, 70 US dollars, I think. You paid that much for a game, right? And what do you expect from 70 bloody dollars? You expect 70 bloody dollars of value, but it's like 20 or 30 in my opinion. You get cars, you pay for the bloody F1 logo, and that's it. I know it's not easy to create a racing game. It's not easy to create a game which is stable and is enjoyable to drive and to play. But if you cannot make such game, why charge $269? It's because people just buy it They'll just buy it straight away. They don't even see the fucking gameplay and they'll buy it. Look at fucking Battlefield 40, 220, 48, 40, 42 or whatever. People bloody pre-order that shit. And look how it is now. I know I haven't played it, but if you look at the reviews, you can even search it up on YouTube, you'll see videos which were not positive about the game. They are just, which are not, they are not positive in any way about the game. And it will be the same in this game as it was a year before, or maybe even worse, because EA is here. Because you know what I found out, in order to, it's on that page right now. It has a bloody DRM, and you will have to, in order to play the game. You're on Steam, you want to buy the game, yeah, sure. So you have to create, if you've never, you have to use an EA account, and you have to have Origin on your computer, and you have to use that to play the game. How horrible is that? I understand that Steam takes a massive cut of the price, what is it, 30%? I don't know, but they take a massive cut. But why even sell it on Steam then? Oh yeah, it's because it's the most popular platform and probably the best. Out of all bloody AAA massive game companies, Valve is one of the better ones. There are some problems with it, but they are not just scummy as EA is. And look at this. So, you thought you want to buy a game, right? If you look at this fucking Battle Pass bullshit, which game popularized it? Fortnite. How much did Fortnite cost how much did Fortnite cost? Not at launch, but how much did it cost to play the game and experience it without the cosmetics and without the extras? The Battle Royale alone, obviously, we're not talking about the safety air thing. It was $0. And here, you've got the same fucking bullshit, the same fucking Battle Pass, which is completely trash unless you pay. You've got that, and in addition to that, you get a buggy game with probably annoying handling model and some content that you don't care about at all, which just takes up space in the main menu. Okay? And you get that for $70. Yeah. 70. I am just so bored. Not bored, actually. I'm just disappointed. Just why can't the world be bloody I don't know, nice, decent? Why does everybody have to chase after fucking money on every single step of the way? Fucking charge here, charge there. Can't you just fucking stop? It's not like you're going to die because you won't fucking get that extra profit from the game. Imagine, you wanted to create a game and you create it, then it's not great, it's got its fault. I'll just forget about what I said. It was terrible. But let's read. What can you get for, I think, $80? Yeah, $80. What can you get for $80 when buying this game? Let's see. Limited time only. Pre-order F1 2020 Champions Edition by May 16th, 2022. Receive. What do they receive? Limited time bonus Miami themed content pack, which is some helmet, which is probably asymmetrical, the car lever, which is probably also asymmetrical, and a suit, which is probably also not. Oh, and gloves and yeah, and that, but it's all bloody asymmetrical. You can't customize it anyway. You can't customize it in any way, and it just probably looks like mediocre at best. So first thing is pretty much useless. I mean, yeah, it's terrible trash. Second thing, 3 days early access. Do you really need to get the game 3 days early? Can't you just like wait 3 days? Where is the patience in people that you can't just wait 3 days to buy the game? What is wrong with people? We used to value money, and now it's just fucking normal people who are supposed to care about how they spend. They don't, and the fucking companies use that and exploit that to get every single cent they can get. F1 Live Starter Pack. First of all, F1 Live. Nobody asked for it. Nobody needs it. Nobody will use it. No one is excited about it. The only thing people are excited about it is that maybe it will bring some fun, I don't know, game modes that you can like play and chill out with, but it won't, because it's all bloody, hey, it's a bloody microtransaction showcase. So you get a starter pack for a microtransaction like showcase or something. F1 22 new era content. So I guess that is also a content pack of some sorts. Yeah, because it won't be anything decent. Like if it were anything decent, they'd actually say what it was. But because they hide behind some like shady, unclear corporate kind of speech, maybe not corporate speech, but behind some like marketing speech, you can bet that it's probably just something that most people who buy the game just don't care about. So new era content, probably some random ass bloody free mediocre skins that you can't customize and are asymmetrical, so they look trash. New My Team icons. Well, people on PC will just mod them, and people on console will not use them because they'll probably be again mediocre. 18,000 Bitcoin, which is the only thing that might be of use. Yeah, here. I found like this poster thing. It's on Steam and it says F1 22 new era content pack. So as I said, it's not anything special. Yeah, it's not like a new truck or a funky little, maybe a new car chassis. Imagine if they added a different car chassis that you could use instead of the default My Team one. That would be actually something of value, because the My Team one in 2020 and 2021, to be honest, looked trash. The halo looked really bad and the wide nose was terrible and just didn't look aggressive and didn't look like a proper F1 car. It looked really meh. That's what because that's what I like about the Red Bull onboard cam and the Williams one and the Alfa Romeo one. Mercedes one was also quite good. Quite good. The Ferrari one is also nice. What I like about them is that those onboards have like, they just look good, and it's like, doesn't look like the Haas or maybe somewhat a little bit Alpine looks kind of bad also, but it's got like this, the hill looks thin and it kind of looks good in that way. Oh, the Alpha Tauri, that's got a pretty solid, that's one of the better onboards, because they've got like these little thin things on it, and that looks quite good. And you also get a number, which is like, you can actually kind of customize the onboard. It's the only way you can do that, except of course camera settings, but it's just disappointing. So what you get from the pre-order, the only things of minimal or of some value are the 3 days early access and 18,000 Bitcoin. That's the only things that you like would actually care about. And I don't think 300 Polish rubles is enough. I mean, it's too much to justify a video game. Does it cost that much? Do I pay like 1 cent per texture pixel or something? Because it's quite ridiculous. I know the games get better and they could look better and stuff, but come on, just chill out with your bloody money hunting. That's like a phrase people use. Let's look at the standard edition. So what you get, I guess this is like pre-order standard edition. So if you pre-order the standard edition of the game, you get the F1 Live starter pack, nobody cares, 22 new era, like F1 22 new era content, no one cares about that, 5,000 Bitcoin, that might be of some use, but why would you buy it? I just hate it. I'm waiting for a... No, I've decided that I'm not paying full price for any AAA game ever, because I've decided it's just not worth my money. It's so much for so little. I'm waiting for Halloween. That's when I'll buy the game, or if there's like a really solid sale before that, but I think on Halloween is the only time it's actually, the sale is pretty solid. Yeah, but by then the leagues will be in the middle, but I don't care about that. It's just I don't care about leagues, I care about money. They care about money, I care about my money too, so I won't spend it in this what way? In this immature way. The YouTubers can talk everything, but no, what I'm expecting of this game is going to be that they will change the graphics so that it looks different from 21, but it won't necessarily look better. They'll just change it to say, look, we've been working on our graphics and now it looks, you see how much effort we put into how the game looks, and it's like, I guess it looks kind of better. I like the previous game more. I guess I'll just have to get used to it, and then you get used to it. It's like this one. I've actually, when 21 came out, I thought, and that the graphics were worse from 2020. But now I'm not so sure. But yeah, first thing, the graphics will change for no reason. Second thing, they'll add some feature which should be expected of the game, or is so obvious to be in the game, and it wasn't in previous iterations. So wait, let me just phrase that again. So they'll put in an in-game option, or they'll add something that you would expect of this kind of game, that we always add to this kind of game, but it wasn't until this game, and the YouTubers will freak out about it and say how great that is, and we'll have to jump and scream and be happy. What else? Probably they still won't update Spa. Spa will still be... Oh yeah, they talk actually... Yeah, I think I read somewhere that the tracks that were updated were Australia, Spain, and some other one, but it definitely wasn't Spa. They didn't update Spa, so it's trash still, unless they change the car mechanics such that you don't spin on curbs like on Suzuka or whatever. So which brings me to my other point, that the handling will be changed, and it will be worse again. That's what I expect. I expect either the complexity to go away, and I expect it to be a lot more simpler, or I expect it to be a lot more unnatural and weird to drive, just as what it was with the transition from 2020 to 2021. In 2021 the cars got very understeery. Maybe they were a bit more authentic, but nobody's really sure. But they'll change but it will change for the worse. Oh yeah, here are the new features of the game, right? So they added the bloody supercars, which is fucking stupid and dense as the sun to add it, but here you go. I guess you can bloody... You can bet the only fucking cars that the bloody supercars are going to be the default ones that you get with the F1 Live starter pack or whatever, or the ones you'll get from the podium pass. That's the only ones that are going to get used, because people don't care. It's the F1 game, not the motorsports game. Who cares? Like, I don't understand this. Sometimes it feels like the companies just don't know what the people want, because they're just drowning in money and they can't see any other reason to... They just add anything that will give them a solid chance of earning more money. That's all they care about. So don't ever think that something is like they did something so that the players are so that the players can appreciate, I don't know, a good feature or something. There was this thing. Apparently, you can customize the livery. Customization is apparently deeper. And what does that mean? Well, nobody knows. There are two possibilities. The unrealistic and hopeful one, and the realistic and unfortunate one, or something along those lines. So the thing that we wish that means is that we get like a Gran Turismo style editor, like livery editor. And that would be actually great. People can spend their time creating liveries. And what could be a negative is that they'll just, I don't know, added more places for sponsors, or added the ability to move them freely, and that's it. And you have to put, you can now like move the sponsors on the car, but you can't edit the livery itself. So it's like, yeah, it's deeper, but it's like still trash. I expect that to be the case. So here it says, race day redefined. Take control of your virtual F1 experience with immersive and cinematic pit stops, formation laps, and more. Here's like a longer one. Take control of your race experience with immersive and cinematic formation laps and safety car periods, interactive pit stops, and all new sprint races. So I don't know what immersive and cinematic formation laps are. Now that I think about it, I think it might be just cringe Hollywood Drive to Survive type, like cutscene or something. I don't expect those things to be actually things that I want, because from the 3 years, I think, 3 years I've been following the F1 game series, every time a new game came out and I looked at its like new features, the things that we hoped would be added, the things we hoped would get added weren't added. So, and we had got things that were what the game description on the Steam store said they were, but it was in the worst way possible. Like the breaking point thing was, nobody asked, I didn't really care about it, I didn't even play it, even though it's completely free. However, it is one thing that makes the price somewhat justifiable, so that it's got this new kind of a story mode, which kind of makes the game kind of more worth the 260 Polish rubles. But I still wouldn't pay that much. I think I would have paid for this game in the state that it will be in on day one, which it will be trash, it will be buggy, it will probably lack some common features, and they'll add it later saying, look guys, we improved the game. Shut up, you didn't, you just made the worst game acceptable. Okay, so I would pay for that kind of game 120, so that would be about a half. And for the game with the breaking point, so 21, I think I would pay like 180 is fine, kind of. I mean, I wouldn't actually buy those games for those prices. I would always wait to get a sale unless I feel like the price is justifiable. it might be because I come from because I didn't really follow AAA games or anything. I wasn't really into that. I was brought up on like Source games, so I was brought up on Portal, but mainly on Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And those games, Team Fortress was free, and Counter-Strike did cost like 10 euros or 11. Now it's free, but it used to cost 11 euros. So from those games I like developed my own judgment of how games are supposed to be priced and how much they are worth, and seeing that, like, I'll just compare this game to Team Fortress since it's the game I know the most, I think. So Team Fortress 2, I think in this game what they have in common is of course microtransactions, but in TF2, even though I don't like I don't think I ever opened a case in Team Fortress 2. Maybe I often open like 5 of them, but when I do open them, it feels like I'm getting something. I might get something of value. You know, I might get like a hat or something that I might actually sell on the marketplace, or something that actually looks cool on my character, you know. So there is reason to open those cases or go to the market and try to get them or trade for them, because those are things that people want. And in the F1 game, the two really disadvantages, the two great disadvantages, maybe not disadvantages, is not the right word, negative points of the livery thing that has happened with 2019 is that you get those liveries only for the My Team chassis, the multiplayer chassis, but that car just looks bad. The chassis itself, how the halo looks with the front wing, rear wing, how the body is made, like how the nose looks, the car just doesn't look appealing. So you can't build on that because the car just looks meh, and when your car looks mediocre and just not up to standard, it doesn't matter what livery you put on it, it's still going to look back on the onboard it's still going to look bad on the onboard and on the offboard, because the car just is bad. The nose is huge, the onboard camera shows the car from the least appealing, I think, point of view. It's just the way the halo and the steering wheel looks, I hate it with a passion now. It looks so bad and mediocre. It looks like the Renault one, but even worse. So that's that. The halo is fat, big and bulky, and it's really plain. Doesn't have any indents or anything like the Alfa Romeo one or the Williams one. So it's just boring, extremely boring, tiresome, and you can't look at it because you go to sleep. You fall asleep when you look at it. It's so bad. So Not only does the car look terrible, not only does the car look terrible, but the liveries are terrible as well. 2/3 of all the liveries you have are asymmetrical, which means that they look absolutely bloody terrible. Have you ever seen an F1 car with an asymmetrical livery which looked good? Please tell me, because there is none. That is the truth. I obviously exclude all that like sponsorship related asymmetry, because we know that just isn't significant enough. But if you have like a car which looks so bad because it's, you look at the onboard and it looks one way from the left, one way from the right, it's purple from the left, red from the right, and yellow kind of in the middle but more to the right, and it's bad, and it isn't correct. F1 is a technical sport. There isn't space for asymmetry, for some avant-garde type artistic art, they're just, it has to be sharp. The levers have to be sharp. They have to flow into the shape of the car. They can't just be slapped on the car. They have to work with it, with the shape of it, which is terrible in the game. So it's really tough to get a good livery there. So that's why the liveries aren't just appealing. If the car looked good and you could like choose your steering wheel, maybe you could choose like from 5 chassis that they made, chassis that they made, and you had liveries that actually look great and you could customize them well enough, then I would actually consider buying pit coins and trying to buy those liveries. Oops. Because now it's just worthless. Also, another thing regarding buying of said liveries. Why on earth do you restrict people from buying liveries that they want? That's the least. Listen, what is wrong? Who thought that? So how do we encourage people to buy cosmetics in our game? Yeah, let's restrict 97%, maybe not. Let's restrict 80% of them, so that you can't buy them when you want to. You have to wait, and you don't even know if the cosmetics you want will ever show up again, because you want to make sure that people buy straight away when they see them in the podium pass, because how else are we supposed to make money? There was this one situation. I was proud. Halo? Słucham? Jeszcze nie. Jeszcze się nie przygotowałem. Okay guys, sorry, I'm back. So, who thought that it was a good idea to... Oh, yeah, I was already talking about that. So, I was browsing Reddit once, unfortunately, and I came across this really great manor-like livery, you know? The guy made the manor-like livery like out of, like on console, you know? So I thought, wow, that's great. I would like to buy that livery and then edit it so that I can get the manor-like livery as well. So I went, I opened the game, and I looked at the Podium Pass item shop thing, and I couldn't find it. So how does that benefit anybody? I don't understand it in the slightest. Why would anyone think that would be a good idea? Like, I want to buy a thing and I cannot because you decided to make it a limited time only exclusive thing. Why are you this dense? I actually was going to use your bloody item shop, but I couldn't because you didn't allow me to buy the thing. How are you this dense? These are the things that annoy me the most. How did this type of this type of microtransaction thing actually develop? How was this created? I don't understand this type of situation. You can't just copy every single game that you find. Like, you can't just copy a popular game's microtransaction model and expect it to work everywhere. Liveries are different from weapon skins or like character skins. No, they can be modified and like they're just different. They're just too different to just copy the same model from Fortnite, from Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever. I just don't understand. This game is going to be as trash as the one I was playing today. It's really sad, you know, because the game fundamentally could be good, could be enjoyable, but instead of focusing on fixing the errors and mistakes and bugs and maybe improving the game so that it's actually better than the one that came before it, instead of doing that, they just focus on microtransactions and focus on earning more money. I never spent a single cent after I bought the game. Because why would I? I bought a game for $70. Do you expect me to pay more? Like, who on earth pays more? I think the situation is so terrible. I can't wait for it all to bloody blow over and for all these great game companies to. That's the one of many wishes that I have, is that all those great, maybe not great, but those enormous game companies, I wish they would just all just disappear, just dissolve. I wish they didn't exist at all. You know, who needs this much money? how can a person be how can anybody be so focused on earning money? Listen, I don't understand. From my point of view, the most important goal in life is to be happy, right? And I know that money helps with that, obviously, because if you're hungry, starving, if you're starving and you don't have where to live, obviously you're not going to be happy, right? I understand that, but what is the difference between, like, in the standard of your living between, I don't know, 10 million per year versus 15 million per year? Like, what is the major difference? Why do you need this much money to live? Why do you need another yacht? Do you need another bloody spaceship or whatever? Why? Why won't we invest that money in something that actually might improve the world? Maybe invest in actually using renewable sources of energy. Maybe invest in research. No, we need more money. We need those bloody billionaires to earn their another sum. Like, it's, from my point of view, those types of people who care only about money and nothing more are psychopaths. They just cannot. They just, their only goal in life is profit. How can you live like that without going insane? You just cannot. You have to be mentally unstable to think only about money and nothing else, to be focused only on that. Don't you want to be remembered fondly? Like, imagine being the one. You're not going to be liked, but when you're like a billionaire and you're starving your staff, nobody fucking likes Bezos and his fucking adventures into this solar system. Nobody fucking likes Elon as well. Everybody despises Nestle because of their shitty water isn't the right practices. How can you even think like that? How can you be so focused on profit? There's something wrong. It's sickening. Why can't the world just agree on something as simple as something as simple as we don't need $1 billion to live. We don't need $100 million to live. We probably don't need $100 million to live. Imagine what enormous good deeds you could do with like $300 million, which is just setting us some, maybe not setting in the bank account because that's not what you do, but imagine that instead of building hideous and useless mansions, you could invest that money into stuff that could actually be you could invest that stuff into things that could actually be useful for humanity. It's terrible. Sometimes, no, when I was young, younger actually, I didn't really think about it, but about the rich and everything. But now I just find it impossible to comprehend why would you need this large amount of money? Why would you need this large amount of power? Don't you want to live? Don't you want your grandchildren to live? Those people are ill. There has to be something done to them, because the world is imbalanced, and the people who shouldn't. We're at this stage in civilizational growth and civilizational growth and what's the word? Development, that it should be easily we should be easily capable of providing healthcare, food, water. How is that not possible? Why can't we as humans just come together and use the ability, the science to help people? Why can't we do that? Because there are some rich fucks somewhere sitting on their golden ass fucking thrones, just looking at their fucking, just waiting for their fucking stock people to tell them that they've made another profit. Why? Why would you need this large amount of money? Just fucking stop. Like, I don't know, at 50 million. Do you need more to live? Just, I don't know, tax the rest to the government. Why would you need more money than $50 million? It's absolutely, it's just, I just don't understand. I mean, I do understand that people are greedy, but I don't understand how. How can a person be this greedy? I don't understand. I just, for example, I just want to live. I just want to have a job and live and contribute to society, and maybe have children if the climate change situation improves. And I want to die happily knowing that I helped the world. Not helped in killing it, but helped in developing it and making it a better place for my children. That's what I thought every human is supposed to think like. Not like however those people up there think. Who needs fucking power? Who needs this much power? I understand that there might be some loopholes with the 50 million cap, but $50 million cap, yeah. But I think it's something worth considering. I'm sure somebody discussed it earlier in the history of the world, and there is probably some explanation as to why it's not feasible. But we can still agree on that that to live we definitely don't need like $5 billion. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to earn money. As I said, a 50 million cap I think is absolutely understandable. Do you need a yacht? Do you absolutely need a yacht? Do you absolutely need 17,000 cars? Do you need 14 mansions? No. And you know who needs what? Starving children need food, and our planet needs helping. That's what we need. So just why won't we just give up on all this rat race chasing the dollar bullshit and just live like normal human beings and put the money that we don't need to good use? Not our money, not our normal people's money. Why should I give 10% of my cut if there's somebody who's my if there's somebody in the world to which my contribution is so minuscule they can't comprehend that it might be a large amount of money, you know? Even if I contribute $10,000 to some cause, that's like no money to them. That's minuscule compared to how much those people, those corporations earn. It's depressing. If nothing changes, our planet is going to die, and I understand why. Even if you're fucking rich and you want to torture those children and you want to use them as slaves in your mines and use them as slaves, as I said, and you want to kill the fucking planet. I mean, if you want to use, as I said, if you want to starve children and use them as slaves, why do you want to ruin the earth as well? Do you want... What? If you were that fucking horrible of a person, why wouldn't you want your children to be as horrible too? So why wouldn't you want your children to also have such great life and have such great wealth? Because if you don't fix the situation on Earth, then what will happen is, now that I think about it, what's going to happen is the people, most of the people will be in severe poverty, and those people who earned the money will be living in extreme wealth, extreme luxury that we can't even comprehend now. This is ruined. The system is ruined. It's so depressing. You don't want to live in such a world now, do you? And there's not much power to you, because if you want to fix it, you'd think that you would go for a president, but first of all you have to be fucking 40 or 35 or something to even be able to legally try and become a president, but then might be too late already. And if you do become, and when you are able, then you have to beat all the other people who lie straight into the faces of the people, telling them that they'll bring them millions in wealth and other lies that politicians use as their normal speech every day. You have to fight that, and then even like with all these things standing as obstacles in front of you, even if you do become the president, then there's extreme corruption there anywhere in the world, and if you try to fix anything, there's probably countless examples of people who were actually good-hearted. I think that's what you call them. I think they had good intentions, but they couldn't fix anything. They couldn't mend the country because it was in such corruption, and it was in such corruption that any tries of fixing it would face like threats from unknown sources or something along those lines. To be honest, I don't know what else apart from a world war would fix the situation we're in right now. Whoever becomes a president, even of the United States, it won't have such an impact. Because there's probably a lot darker things happening there in the like up there in the where the power is. There's a lot of darker things happening that we could even imagine. So yeah, that's kind of depressing. I realize now that I've been I know I've been streaming this, but I've wasted my time a bit because I have this bloody writing to do, and now because of all this I don't have any time now, so I have to go and do it tomorrow evening, and that's brilliant. God damn it. Hear you later, friend. Nobody actually, because there was nobody here. Yeah.